You and I have talked a lot about our identity and feeling like there's a little bit of a loss of our sense of self. I've been struggling a little bit, feeling like I can't get out of the house to do any of the things that I love to do.
Yeah.
And I know it's not forever again, but like all my hobbies and the things that like really fill my cup are like going to restaurants and like experiencing fun things around the city. And Andrew, bless him, is like down to try all the things, but getting two kids out of the house to go do stuff, like we went into the city and like went for a walk along the river, but like we had a stroller and we couldn't find an elevator to take us down by the river walk, so like we ended up not doing that. And it's like
Yeah.
everything is just a little bit harder. And I'm feeling a little bit like there is a lot of that. Like, who am I now? And yes, you're right. Like, our job now is like, we are mom. And that's one of the most important things we're going to do in this life, if not the most important thing. And I love that. And I accept that. And I wanted that. But I am curious. And I'd love to ask like the women who are listening, when did you start to feel like you were yourself again? Because I'm really struggling with that. And I'm curious, are you struggling with that? It's hard.
I feel like I've been struggling with that since Kaia, and that's also why I really do like doing this podcast so much because it gives me a moment to escape all of that and have an intellectual, like human conversation. Yes, about like babies and motherhood and all that stuff. You
Yeah.
can't really escape it. I also think I went from having this busy job that was like a large part of my identity, but I also think it's a good lesson in that we shouldn't let our work define us because we are so much more than our work. We are so much more than our jobs and our career. And I think becoming a mom has shown me that more than anything. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's hard at times. And yeah, I miss getting to do these fun assignments and getting to cover red carpets. And I miss the human interaction. I miss, walking to the coffee machine and
Yeah.
like talking to people or going to grab a Starbucks or whatever it is. Like, I do really, really miss that. But I think constantly in life, our selves and our identity and who we are, we change and
Yeah.
we evolve into like better versions, hopefully, of ourselves. And this is just kind of part of that. And I keep telling myself, well, maybe I'll go back to work, when the kids are like 1 and 2, and maybe I still will.
Yeah.
And so I think we just have to remember like this is just like one chapter of who we are.
I'm a walking contradiction because I literally just said that I have the hindsight now to know that not every season is forever. And yet here I am feeling like I'm going to struggle with who am I forever.
Well, and I